Good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome to my WPIAL High School Football Week 6 reaction. So, recapping all the games I predicted last night for WPIAL High School Football. Definitely an interesting week, that's for sure. We will get into that. First off, as I'm starting my episodes off by just saying I'm sorry that these videos are being posted really late. YouTube's just giving me issues with posting them. Now that I'm here, I'm going to try to repost some of them. Because there's much better Wi-Fi here than anywhere else that I go to. So hopefully I can get some of those up while I'm here. So yeah, definitely interesting times for sure. Hopefully that gets done, but I'm sorry that this one's late as well. Anyway, now on to the games here. And I just want to start off with a game that I didn't cover, but it was a major upset last night. That was congratulations to the Trinity Hillers. They upset the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars 23-6. It was at home for Trinity, but who cares? This was a huge upset. I'm so glad to see TJ lose. I'm so glad to see Trinity win. This is truly a good football team, and they're truly on an upward trajectory. So good job to the Trinity Hillers. Now onto the games I did cover, and spoiler alert, there's another upset, but we're not going to get to it till the end because that's the order we're going in. Sorry about that. Jeanette last night. Jeanette beat Leedsburg 37-31. I told you this was going to be an interesting game. I expected the score to be very similar or very close to this. This was a huge win for the Jeanette Jayhawks, that's for sure. This puts them as easily one of the big-time contenders in 1A again. As for Leedsburg, though, I think they still have life. They still have breathing room for sure, but they need to get back on track if they want to be a playoff contender this year in 1A. That's all I have for that one. Elizabeth Forward, 39. Mount Pleasant, 25. First off, I just want to give Mount Pleasant, the Vikings, credit. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for hanging in there. You played well with them for a little while. The final score was not that bad, which is good for the Vikings. They are showing that they're a very good football team this year. I knew they could hang around in this one. Unfortunately, like I predicted, it just wouldn't be enough. Elizabeth Forward's that good. They're definitely a contender in the class. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a good year for Elizabeth Forward. Maybe they'll make a run, maybe they won't. So we'll see what happens there. North Allegheny won yesterday 43-7 over the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Mount Lebanon does have a very good football team in my opinion. However, it's just not there this year to compete with the top guys in the conference such as NA and Pittsburgh Central. So I give those two credit. North Allegheny was really good last night. It was a great night for them on and off the football field because of another game's outcome. We'll get to that later. But, yeah, definitely a good night for North Allegheny. This team's still around in the WPIAL and PIAA 6A class WPIAL Championship and PIAA State Championship hunt. So don't count out the North Allegheny Tigers by any means. McKeesport won yesterday against the Connellsville Falcons in Connellsville on Connellsville's homecoming night. McKeesport 48, Connellsville 6. This one didn't surprise me. I really like what Connellsville's doing. They have a good football team this year. I'm so glad to see that. I hope they do make the playoffs. Unfortunately, they're just not up there yet to compete with the big guys of the conference. Last year was not a good year for Connellsville. They only won 2 games. This year, they've already doubled that by won 4 games. Hopefully, they could get to 5 or 6 wins this year so they can sneak their way into the postseason and possibly make some noise when they get there, but they will face a tough journey, that's for sure. As for McKeesport, they're just good. They're just really good. They're going to be one of the top contenders in their class, that's for sure. So good luck to them the rest of the way. And they have a tough game next week against Gateway. We'll see what happens there. And now this is the upset that I was talking about, that I've been wanting to talk about now for some time. The Pine Richland Rams defeated the Central Catholic Vikings 26-16 last night. Great job, Pine Richland. I was so happy and so excited to find out about this upset. I was cheering for Pine Richland in this one. Credit to them. I have a lot of things to say about Central Catholic. I'm not going to say them because I don't want to get myself into controversy. So I'm just going to talk about this game. Pine Richland looked really good. The sacrifices, the tough games they played against those tough teams, and all the hard work finally paid off for the Rams. It's so good to see that happen last night. congratulations to the Pirates and the Rams. It all came together for arguably the biggest, or if not the second biggest upset of the season last night. So great job, Pirates. Avonworth won last night, 33-28 over Beaver. Good win last night for the Avonworth Antelopes. This is huge for them as they attempt to continue to move forward, compete for a WPIAL class championship, and also make their effort to possibly winning a PIAA state championship. So give a lot of credit to Avonworth. They're a very good football team, and they're going to be around a long time. This one was definitely an interesting surprise to me. Gateway won last night, 31-27 over the Penn Trafford Warriors. This one was shocking to me because Penn Trafford was at home. I felt like they had the much better team, especially with that Whipple kid. He did very good last night. It's just Gateway was good. Gateway's a very good football team. They struggled early on, but they bounced back, and they've bounced back very well. So I knew they'd bounce back. I knew they would be competitive a little while longer. So I give Gateway a lot of credit for that one. So good win for the Gateway Gators last night, that's for sure. They now control their own destiny for first place in their section for Class 5A. Which I can't believe I don't even know the name of it, because that's the section Hempfield's in. So shame on me. I think it's arguably the section I followed most in 5A, because obviously last year I went to Hempfield, so I knew about that. I think the teams in it are Gateway, Penn Trafford, Franklin, Plum, Norwin, Hempfield. Sorry if I'm missing anybody there, but I don't think Sailor's. No, Sailor's not in it. Latrobe's not in it either. So yeah, definitely give credit, though, to Gateway. They look very good. They're going to face a tough task next week, though, when they play that McKeesport team. So it'll be interesting to see that game, that's for sure. And now, this was one of the other shockers of the night to me. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised by this outcome, that's for sure. The Montour Spartans defeat Central Valley last night, 21-20, at Central Valley. This just shows you how good some teams are. Like, for instance, Montour got pounded by Aliquippa when they played at Aliquippa, and we covered that game. Montour beat Central Valley last night. That just shows you how good of a football team the Quips of Aliquippa truly are. So yeah, definitely good times for the Quips up there in Aliquippa. As for Montour, though, this was definitely a big win for them last night. I love seeing this win for the Spartans. Hopefully Central Valley can bounce back soon, too, because they have a very good football team. Definitely interesting times coming up. It's definitely going to be an exciting journey to that WPIAL championship. I'm already thinking about it. I'm super excited for what's to come, that's for sure. As we approach what I believe is truly the best time of year. Definitely exciting times, that's for sure. And yeah, hopefully Montour continues their streak. Hopefully Central Valley can bounce back. And all is good in that regard. So definitely interesting times there. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today for this. So I will see you next week as we head towards the WPIAL Week 7 predictions. We only have 3 weeks left of WPIAL High School football. And I'm actually going to pull out the computer here because I'm going to do some more talking if I can find what I want to talk about. We're going to take a look real quick here because I want to know this too. At the standings, where we are right now. Sorry, bear with me as I get this stuff open on my computer. Wi-Fi's looking good so far, so that's good. Let's see the standings here because I want to know which teams are competitive right now for which spots in the playoffs, because these next 3 weeks here are going to be the most interesting weeks in WPIAL High School football. We're to the point now where every game matters. The coverage is going to get more and more interesting and enticing by the week. Okay, here we are. Here we are. All right, we're going to start now with Class A, and I'm going to try not to keep anybody too long. I'm going to try not to keep you guys too long. I just want to see the classes. I'm just trying to find the classes here. So that I can get you here, championship headquarters. That may help. I just want to see how many teams make the playoffs for each class. Oh, this was from last year. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll run through the standings, tell you some interesting ones. Right now, this is what it's looking like for the top in Class A, the Black Hills section. Fort Cherry, Cornell, Bishop Canevin, and Our Lady of Sacred Heart are all leading right now, so that's definitely interesting for sure. Not far behind is Burgestown and Avella. Class 3A, Western Hills, and I don't know why it's all out of order here, so just bear with me. I'm sorry about this. Class 3A, Western Hills right now, we have the top teams in this section are Avonworth, West Mifflin, Beaver, and South Park. Not far behind them, Seton LaSalle, though. Quaker Valley and Hopewell are further behind. Class 6A now, we got Central Catholic, North Allegheny, Canon Mac, and Mount Lebo. Those are going to be your playoff teams in all likelihood. As for Seneca, they're probably not going to make it, unfortunately, this year. For Class 5A, the Allegheny 6 Conference, we got right now Bethel Park, Peters Township, Moon, and Upper St. Clair. Not far behind, though, are South Fayette and Baldwin. Class 5A are the Big East. This is our section where Hempfield is. Gateway, Franklin Regional, Penn Trafford, and Norwin are the leaders right now. Not far behind either are Plum and my Hempfield Spartans. The Northeast section of Class 5A, we got Penn Hills, Woodland Hills, Pine Richland, and North Hills. Those are your top four. A little bit further behind are Fox Chapel and Sailor. And who knows how accurate these standings are either, because I see some zeros and zeros, so I'm sorry. Class 4A, Big 7, we got McKeesport, Latrobe, TJ, and Trinity all up there. Not far behind, though, are Connellsville, Laurel Highlands, and Ringgold. Well, Ringgold's far behind. Their own 7, so sorry, Ringgold, but Connells, and same with Laurel Highlands, they're further behind, too, but it's going to come down ultimately probably to Connellsville and Trinity. Trinity, unfortunately, is the tiebreaker, but it'll be interesting for sure. Class 4A, Greater Allegheny, we got Mars, North Catholic, Armstrong, and Hampton all leading. And not far behind are Highlands and Kiski. And Indiana's further behind, unfortunately. Class 4A, Parkway section. Leading that, we have Aliquippa, Montour, Central Valley, and West Allegheny. But Sartiers Valley is not far behind. As for Ambridge, Blackhawk, and Newcastle, they're further behind. Class 3A, the Allegheny 6, we got Knock, East Allegheny, Deer Lakes, and Sadie-Side all leading. But Valley and Freeport aren't that far behind. Class 3A Interstate, we have Elizabeth Forward, Bell Vernon, Mount Pleasant, and Southmoreland are all leading that. And South Allegheny and Greensburg-Salem aren't that too far behind either. Class 2A, the Allegheny section, we got Still Valley, Burrell, Amani Christian, Sarah Catholic. Those are your top four. Not terribly far behind them is Derry, Ligonier Valley, York, and Apollo Ridge are further behind. Class 2A, the Century Conference, which is more so, I think, Washington County, Greene County, more so like towards the I-70 part that takes you out towards West Virginia and Ohio. We got Washington, McGuffey, Keystone Oaks, and Waynesburg Central all leading there. Stowe Rocks, though, isn't far behind. Brentwood and Solroy are further back, unfortunately. Class 2A Midwestern, this is where it gets closer to the state of Ohio, this conference. Mohawk, Nisanic, Western Beaver, and Elwood City are leading for that conference. Not far behind, though, are Beaver Falls and Freedom. New Brighton and Riverside are further behind. They haven't won a game, unfortunately, yet. Class A Big 7, we are nearing the end now. We only have 3 more left to go, and I'll be quick with them. Class A Big 7, we got Southside leading that. Union, Rochester, and Northgate are all the controllers right now. Laurel and Sanango aren't far behind. As for Summit, they're unfortunately further behind. Class A Eastern Conference, we got Jeanette, Clariton, Leedsburg, and Greensburg Central Catholic. Those are your top 4 as of right now. Further behind is Riverview, and then way far off is Springdale and Fraser. Last conference, this one, Class A Tri-County South, California, West Green, Jefferson, Morgan, and Bev Center are your leaders right now. Everyone else is further back. That would be Bentworth, Carmichaels, Monessen, and Mapletown. Those teams are unfortunately further behind. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll try to recap the standings if I remember after each week, so that we kind of know where we're headed closer to as we approach the WPIAL playoffs in a couple short weeks. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoy your week. I'll see you next Friday. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Hopefully this video is up soon. See you guys next Friday night. Peace. Goodbye, guys.